Not many businesses open at this hour.
Hmm.
A gun store in Saint Denis and someone selling vodka. No, tequila, sorry. Which direction shall we go?
I have not yet decided.
Very well.
What do you want to do, sister? What direction speaks to you?
Suppose the opposite direction to where we've been.
Hmm.
Perhaps
Perhaps.
that way, generally speaking.
Go get your horse.
Yes,
See the
sir.
dead tree over there?
Dead one, yes.
Come there with your horse.
You all right?
Do you need assistance?
No, you were walking and I just wanted to make sure that everything was all right, is all.
What is your name?
Uh, Kimberly. Kimberly Cole.
Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
Do you like games, Kimberly?
Oh, it all depends on what kind of games.
Fun ones. Ones that challenge your thoughts.
Such as like card games or guessing games.
Perhaps. Do you want to explore them?
Uh, I guess if I
I'm
knew what kind
Sarah.
of. Nice to meet you. I guess it all depends on the kind of game I said, you know.
That is my sister.
Hello.
Howdy.
Do you have a machete?
I do not. I'm sorry. All I have is a bow and then a sidearm. Got quite a few herbs and stuff.
You have a sidearm? May I see it?
Uh, sure. Do you want me to hand it to you? Do you want me to
No.
just? Okay. Nothing special.
Question for you.
Okay.
Do you feel powerful wielding that item?
No, I don't actually feel powerful. I don't like guns too often, unless I'm hunting, of course. But I try not to use them as much as I can. Well, in case get into a situation that I need to use it, like if I have, outlaws coming to nab me up and they start shooting at me, I can shoot back because
Does that happen
shooting a bow.
often?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Thankfully, it hasn't yet.
Vera,
Yes, Sarah.
what do you think of Kimberly Cole?
She has pretty hair. Very blonde. She wears a scar upon her face. How did you come by that scar?
I I became actually part of. I was law at one point in time, so I'm moving out of the way for this local. I don't want him to get mad. I had been in a situation. I was law at one time on a different state, and he was had me from behind, and he had a knife to my throat, and I went to go punch him in the gut, and it went up and sliced the side of my face. So that's why I have this scar.
Was there a lot of blood?
Well, considering it was along the jawline, and if he actually would have cut any deeper, he. Oh yes, there was.
Was it painful? How was the pain?
It was actually quite excruciating. I almost, if he would have gone any further back along my jawline, I probably would have lost all motion of my jaw. So yeah, it was quite excruciating.
I think you should come and hang out with us. Like to know you more. We don't know very many people here.
Well, that's kind of along the same lines as me. I don't really know quite a lot of people either.
Then perhaps
I've
we
only
can
been
be
in the state for
friends.
like a month.
Yes or no?
I guess. I mean, you do seem kind of nice,
We are very
even
nice.
if you did ask some strange questions.
We are commonly misunderstood.
As everybody
Indeed.
usually is until they become close, I guess.
We could become close. Friends are hard to find.
And at times, sometimes hard to come by.
Yes.
Indeed.
Well, okay. Where would you guys like to head? I guess there's a bunch of people in Valentine. If you'd like to, meet some people there, there's usually quite a bit.
Perhaps. Vera, lead us out.
Say again.
Lead us away.
Anywhere?
Yes.
Very well.
She does smell nice.
Well, I do bathe every day. I try to anyway.
It's effective.
Well, yes,
You're
most
married.
times.
What the fuck is going on?
Are you still married?
Yeah, I haven't. Him and I usually.
Going right. Go around the fence.
Well, there's another one here. So, yeah, I haven't seen him in quite a while, but he's been busy. He's been trying to provide for our family.
Vera,
Yes, Sarah.
a large rock outcropping pokes out of the ground. You see it?
To the right, I do.
Yes, let's go there.
Yes, Sarah.
I imagine the view will be nice.
Well, it would not have a nice view. I believe I was up there once, and you can see Saint Denis and roads quite clearly.
Very nice. We are from Saint Denis.
Are you now? I don't quite like the city. It just I don't like the smells. Are we heading up there on horseback?
No,
or
we'll put our horses down below and use our
Okay.
feet. What have you done?
I tied it to the tree. I thought the tree was okay. We'll fix it.
is everything okay?
Yes. For now. I want to take my coat off. Be right back.
Okay. All right.
To entertain our guests.
Yes, Sarah. Indeed.
See, you can see Saint Denis off to our left a little bit, and then you can see Rhodes. I think that's about it. You can kind of see Blackwater off to our right as well.
Is that the lights across the water?
Yeah. It's not quite as big as Saint Denis, not quite as fancy, but it does have electricity, just kind of like Saint Denis does.
I see. I think I read something about Blackwater. It's good to know where it is now.
Yeah, it's quite a ride. You have to go along the beach or, take roads, but roads can be kind of confusing around here at times. The beach is the most direct route. So, what is it that you two do here in the state?
Meet people.
You don't have any jobs or anything like that?
No.
No.
That was a little bit creepy that you both said it at the same time, but
Both of us do not have jobs. Do you have a
mean,
job?
well, I eventually I was planning on to. I was planning on being a deputy in this state, but I don't know if that's quite like my thing anymore. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Might become a ranch hand and open up a ranch or something.
I want to meet the worst person, the meanest, the most foulest person in the state of Monroe, and I want to ask them questions.
I feel like you might not be able to find a person like that because it seems like there's a lot of nasty people in this state. But that's just because I used to be law. I will always be law as much as I can. As far as outlaws and things like that, your best bet would be going out west.
Out
Find the
west.
lowest, yeah, New Austin,
Hmm.
Armadillo area. I've heard that there's quite a few people out there that are quite nasty and they're quite despicable.
Is it a far ride?
It can be. It's actually further than Blackwater.
Hmm. I do not know if we'll have that opportunity, but I will keep that into consideration. Thank you.
Especially if you live in Saint Denis, it's quite a ride.
Hmm. Sister, this is the farthest we've been away.
Yes, it is.
What do you think of the view, Vera?
It is okay. I can't feel what I feel where we stay. And I miss it here.
Hmm.
Does my skin feel soft? My husband says it does.
Would you like me to find out?
I mean, you just ran your hand down my arm, so that's why I'm asking.
I could not feel your skin.
Well, my sleeves are pulled up.
I will touch you. She does have soft skin. Touch her, Vera.
Yes, Sarah.
I don't usually shy away too much to something like this, but is there a reason why you wanted to touch my skin?
It is quite soft.
You had made notice to us that it is soft, so wanted to verify
You
that.
wanted to just find out on your own? Okay, I see. I see.
I do not mind touching you.
You have nice hands.
I do try to take care of them as
I
much as
can
I
tell.
can.
Very nice thumbs.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to say how else to say thank you to that.
You wouldn't happen to know where one can buy a machete?
Yeah, actually, you can. I think you can get them from blacksmiths. It's
Very
a.
good.
They don't really classify it as a machete though. They classify it as a sword of sorts. I think,
Interesting.
Yes.
but I don't quite know. I don't think you can get them unless you're known.
Known.
Like you and your sister. If you and your sister were known to the people a lot more.
Hmm.
So they do not sell them to just anybody.
Yes, pretty much.
Interesting. And unfortunate. Although in time I'm sure we will become known.
Yes. Hmm. Vera, what do you think of our new friend?
I think she is very nice and has lots of information.
I do try to have information to give to people. I try to help out as much as I can because not everybody knows everything about the state when they first come in.
Hmm.
It's just it's part of being a, I guess, a lawman. Again, like I said, it's all something that I used to do back in my old state, and I tried to help people. And you two seem nice enough, even if you know, first meet.
You say you used to be law and you thought of potentially being law here, but are not sure. Why not?
I have seen the deputies working in this state, and um, this is really kind of surprising that I'd be saying something like this. You okay? You trying to smell my breath?
I smell all of you.
Well, you haven't smelled all of me, miss, and I don't think there's areas that you're gonna be able to go to. Nope, nope, not. That's for my husband. I'm sorry. But I have not liked what I have seen as far as deputy goes here in the state. Lawmen, they seem to be, and I don't particularly like working with people that are like that.
Hmm. Tell us about your husband, please.
Well, what would you like to know? I guess.
Whatever you would like to share.
I mean, I've kind of already told you he's out taking care of provisions for the family, and trying to make sure that we're well fed and have a roof over our heads.
Do you have kids? Are you a
I
mother?
do have kids. Yes,
Hmm. What
I
is
have two
their
daughters.
two daughters?
Yeah.
And what are their names?
Uh, I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been so quite so long
That
since I've actually seen him.
is very unfortunate for them. They forget your name or forget that you were their mother.
I'm sorry. What was that?
So I wonder if they forget who you are, like you've forgotten about them.
Probably. I mean, they're all out living their own lives at this point.
Elizabeth,
The not no, not Elizabeth.
not. Who is Elizabeth?
Evelyn and Raylan. It took me a minute. I'm sorry. Really has been a long time since I've actually seen them. They grew of age and they moved out, and then my husband and I came here to this state to start another life, to let our daughters grow.
Hmm. What is your husband's name?
Chris,
Chris what?
Chris Cole, the same as
Hmm.
mine.
You never know. What is the worst thing you've ever done to another person?
Uh, yeah, my husband kind of took a man down and decided to kind of cut his head off.
You. You
Did you say
carry a burden, I feel it.
what kind of burden is that?
Have you killed somebody?
He did.
You did not.
Okay. I'm kind of confused at that point.
You carry his burdens, the burdens of Chris.
Well, I have to as my husband.
You
We carry
choose
each other's
to.
curses. Yes, I choose to. That's what marriage is about.
Did you witness him beheading the man?
After he took the man down, I turned my back and started walking away. No, so I didn't see that part.
Do you wish that you did?
Unfortunate.
Not really. He told me about it just so that I knew because we don't hardly keep secrets from each other.
Did he tell you how much blood there was?
I didn't ask him for details, honestly.
The human body carries a lot of blood within it.
Yes.
I, I, I'm not a big fan of seeing a lot of blood. In all honesty, I try to, like I said, down near the roads there. I try to avoid it when I can, but I'll do what I have to patch somebody up if somebody has a gunshot wound or something like that. But after my husband told me about that, I just kind of was like, I just brushed it off because he was defending us.
Interesting. You had no issue with him beheading the man because he was defending you.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the way we both kind of looked at things like that. Even though we were law and we tried to abide by the law and try to do good by the right or do right by the law, there had to be times where you had to defend your family, and that was one of the times that we had to defend our family.
You've done nothing else.
Well, I
I feel it.
I have no idea as far as like what you're meaning, as far as like killing another person. No, we have tried to avoid that as much as possible.
How was
unless
your
it's within.
relationship with your parents?
They were fine. Dada was a lawman, grandpa was a lawman, so I had a family of lawmen. So I had a good life growing up.
What about your mother?
She could have been a bitch at times, but that's how mothers can be when they want the best for their daughters. I am like that with my daughters when I get the chance to see them and make sure that they're making the right decisions.
Hmm. What do you think, sister?
I'm
Would you guys
unsure.
mind if I go back to my house and get my coat? It's starting to rain.
No, please do.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. She has a pureness about her.
She was okay with the man being beheaded. Not usually the case for someone who abides by the law.
No. Perhaps you should ask her. Why?
Well, she said as much already. Because it was in defense of her family.
That is vague.
Do you think she avoids thinking about the issue?
Yes. Ask her, Vera.
Ask me what?
As a person who upholds the law, when your husband beheaded the man, you do not feel that that is outside the normal, a little beyond what one would do to protect family. Once a man is dead, they're dead.
Are you saying that I didn't, tell the lawman at the time? Because we did, and it was actually in self defense. So that's why my husband was not charged with anything.
How was this man's head chopped off?
Like I said, I didn't ask him for details. I apologize. It wasn't anything I wanted to hear. If he was here himself, I'm sure he'd be happy to tell you, but I have no idea how he did it.
It's just that I find most people get quite upset at knowing someone's head has been removed from their body. You don't seem that upset about it. It's unusual.
It was years ago, honestly. It's one of those things that we had our fights over.
When you remove the head, you offend the dead.
Well, the guy was alive when he removed his head, so I wouldn't quite say he was dead at that time until he removed the head.
He will be bound here.
Well, it wasn't here at this state, it was at a different one.
She means to the earth.
Yes.
He cannot move on.
Well, he was buried, if that's what you're meaning. I understand that our spirits got to go back to the earth, and the earth grounds us and stuff like that. He
He
was
will
buried.
ever walk and roam, deaf, dumb, and blind for all of time. And I hear them. Kimberly. There are so many that suffer that state.
So you hear and see the dead?
Some of them
I'm
are very dreadful, very confused, like Mr. Matthew Harper.
So are you saying you're I don't want to say it in a mean way, but I feel like this is the only word I can really come up with. You're a witch that can see the dead.
To
Can you not
believe in
help them?
witches,
Actually, I do. Surprisingly enough, I do.
some can be helped, not all.
That's understandable. I suppose if some of them don't want to be helped.
Hmm. What is your biggest fear, Kimberly, dear?
Oh, I have to think about that one. Other than losing my husband, of course, but
What about your daughter Evelyn if her head was to be removed?
yeah, I could agree on that. However, I don't feel like my daughter would be dumb enough to try to attack a family of their own provisions where they needed to defend themselves. I raised my daughters better than that.
Not every head is removed in self defense.
Mhm.
I'd say most are not, in fact.
Some folk may even do it for fun.
Hmm.
Evil exists, Kimberly.
I understand that. I was law, and I understand that evil is out there.
We shall play our first game.
Okay.
The game is heads or tails. Pick.
I feel like tails.
Well done. Do you wish to go again?
See, I'm one of those people that when I gamble, I usually do good for like the first hand, and then after that, I start losing money. So I'm gonna stick with only doing the one.
Because you are fearful of the result of a coin?
Not just fearful of losing anything, just in general,
There is
like
no
money.
barter, no offer, no rules.
I feel like this is a game though that I may not win, even if I do call it right.
Why do you say that?
Just a feeling. The lawman in me is telling me that if I go one more time, that things won't turn out right, and I tend to listen to that gut feeling. And there's riders coming up here, by the way.
Very many of them.
They continue on.
Darn. I think you will be very compelled to see how your luck is shifted in your favor with the next flip. You will prove yourself incorrect and gain confidence of this. Will you not try again?
All right, one and final time.
What do you pick, heads or tails?
I'm gonna pick tails again.
Ooh. Heads.
I kind of figured that's what was gonna happen.
Do you wish to?
Maybe you willed it so
Yes.
with your negative thoughts and perceptions.
Do you regret going again?
No, I don't. But it's one of those things, like I said, that I usually stick with just going once and then that's it. Because anytime after that has usually been kind of a downfall for me.
Well, you are even one win to one loss. Shall we do one more toss? There must be a winner in this game.
I feel that. I understand that. So third time's a charm, I guess, right?
Indeed.
Try tails one more time.
Heads.
See, I told you the one time, and then everything else that I
The
know I
funny
said
part
tails.
is, Kimberly, and this is going to be inspiring for sure, as we speak about heads and the decapitation of one, it is the heads that rules over you in this game. Do you find irony in that?
Actually, I kind of do now that you think about it, because with my husband taking one off, and then me not asking the details, and then now I have two head flips on a coin that I wasn't planning on doing. Yeah,
And not once out of the three options did you choose heads.
No.
Which means you are stubborn and set in your ways.
very much so. Yeah, my husband would tell you the same.
Perhaps we can meet him. Yes or no?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
I said perhaps we can meet him. Yes or no?
Not at the moment. I'd have to go and figure out where the hell he's at, and then get him awake, and then try to find you guys
Not
again.
right
And
now.
are you saying at some point in the future then?
You are very complicated. Yes, in the future. Not now would imply that.
I I guess I could try, but it would be more up to him. We're kind of the type of couple that if we don't feel like going and doing something, we own
Hmm.
thing. We try to compromise of some sort.
Perhaps we'll run into him on our own, Sarah.
Chris Cole.
Well, I'd like to say that you'd be able to, but like I said, I haven't seen him in quite some time as well. So I don't know exactly when he'd be awake next.
I'm having a conversation.
I thought you were more interested on having conversations with folk that were just mean and assholes.
She is speaking, perhaps to one.
Apologies. Some people are very disruptive.
Are you talking? She was fine. Neither one of us was saying anything.
I know. I was not speaking to either of you.
Oh, my apologies. I forgot. I forgot you see other people. Well, other things, I guess. What is going on down there?
Where?
Behind
Someone's
you, there's
chasing a
another
pig.
rider chasing a pig.
Oh,
They've roped it.
You might want to go down and talk to them.
I have an audience with you.
Well,
That would be
unfortunately,
disrespectful.
my audience has to unfortunately head back home.
Where is home?
Well, we haven't quite found a place ourselves yet. but we've been kind of staying outside of Emerald Ranch over here.
Hmm. I have one final request.
Okay.
Pick the side of the coin.
Didn't I just do that like 3 times and I failed 2 out of the 3?
Do you look at it as failure or opportunity?
I look at it as failure because I failed twice out of the 3 times, and I said I wasn't gonna do the foot or the second two
And yet you did.
because I was coerced, and I choose not
This is
to
to
take
allow
this
us
last
to
one.
play the game.
How am I gonna do that when I don't have a coin?
I do.
Okay, so then you're gonna give me the coin so I can flip it?
No, it is a special coin.
So then why would you guess your own coin flip?
Why would I not?
Because it's your coin and you can make it how you want it to
Do you
be.
believe that the coin has bias because of the person who uses it?
No, I feel that the person that uses it has the bias and can choose their own.
That is why I'm asking you to pick. And then I will pick opposite of you.
What happens if I don't?
I'll kill you.
Okay, what if I choose wrong and you choose right? Then
This
what?
is how this works, Kimberly. You are going to pick a side. I am going to flip a coin. If you are successful, you may leave. If you are not, you will bleed.
I
Pick.
feel like this is kind of a lose-lose situation at this point.
I'll kill you if you do not play.
Either way, I'm gonna lose.
I'll cut your pretty little head off.
I mean, the first guy tried. All right,
Think.
game one more time, but then
Trust your gut.
oh, I will.
What do you
You calling
choose?
first or am I?
Please, you.
Heads.
Bad for me is good for you.
Notice that I said heads towards the end when I hadn't the whole time.
And as a result, you get to keep yours. You have learned something today, yes or no?
Sure.
You will walk away from this conversation much better than how it could have ended had you have stuck to the same. I do believe you have learned, and my goal to teach has been successful.
We'll go with that.
We will probably never meet again, as there is no need. But should you come seeking us, at that point you will bleed. Or,
You have no worry about that.
if you would like further enlightenment, additional conversation, safe conversation, you may seek us at the gallows in Saint Denis. You may ask for myself or my sister. I am Sarah Slay.
Well, and I'm Kimberly Cole.
Vera,
It was a
Sir,
introduce yourself to her.
Vera Slay. And if you do come to find us, if you just go to the gallows and speak Sarah's name, the dead will find her.
okay.
We are not.
They did
So
not
near the
speak to me.
near the cemetery.
Yes. We are not nice people. But our purpose is very bold and needs to be fulfilled. And not necessarily by claiming the skin or the flesh or the bone or the blood, but for conversation, enlightenment, things of importance. Do you understand, Kimberly?
Okay. I honestly, I don't know what else you want me to say.
Come visit.
I will try. I definitely will.
I
I
will
know
be
you're not
safe for
noticeable,
you.
but now that I feel like we've come to an agreement of sorts, I feel like no harm should come to either side, as we have a mutual respect at this point.
If I do unto you outside of what I say that I will do, I will have recompense cast upon me. Punishment. So when I
Blood
tell
will be
you,
paid in blood.
yes, exactly. The conversation
So
is good.
I was just gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. I was just gonna say, so if anything happens, like if I were to do something to you, it'd be kind of the same, right?
Do you want
Indeed.
to?
No, 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 that's not what I was asking. If like I don't understand how to explain this. Yeah, let's just forget it. I don't know exactly what words I was gonna say, but
Kimberly,
yeah. Yes.
do I owe you something?
No, no. I was just asking, like, if I did some harm to you, whether it not necessarily be physical or anything like that, but like, if I did it unintentionally, would that be the same thing?
Vera can answer you.
Blood will be paid in blood.
Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, I got it.
Do you have any other questions?
Not really. I know where to find you, and all I have to do is speak to the dead to try to find you. And if you or I do anything against each other, then we have recompense.
Sarah, come to be. I need you here with me, will be the connotation that you will use.
Do I have to say it in a mirror or anything?
Why would you need to speak it into a mirror?
I,
Do you want to watch you say that?
I do sometimes have to rehearse things before I say them so I don't mess them up.
I do wish you a very good day, Kimberly Cole.
I bid you to a good day as well. Be safe, stay safe, and hopefully you find some more friends.
Blessed be.
Blessed be to you too. You have a good night. Well, good rest of your day, I should say. Seems to be a beautiful one, doesn't it?
Time to leave, Kimberly.
Good night.
An odd one.
But she changed her fate.
She did.
That is what she needed to learn. Shall we return back to the home?
Yes, sir.
You did good, Vera. Do you also know why I challenged you about the horse?
No, sir.
I wanted you to question your intention. Not because you did something wrong. I want to keep your mind sharp.
When you questioned me in that moment, I could not recall
I know.
exactly what you had told me. I remember that I can bind him to the earth. I thought the tree was okay, but then I remembered
Trees
trees
are not
have wishes
okay.
as well.
Yes. You must ask the tree before you place your horse's reins upon it. But you do not listen that way, do you?
There's
Yes.
much to remember.
Mm-hmm. Since this is new to you, from being here and everything being different, I do provide you allowances. But at some point, sister, I will take from you. Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Have you not noticed how wide you have become?
I do not feel as if I've grown. No.
Hmm. There are a lot of wagons on the road down below. Come look. Do you see them?
I do not see any wagons.
Hmm. My eyes count 3, but they do deceive me. Shall we?
That'd be nice. I was still in hostile because I was going to stab that bitch.
Hopefully that will open her mind.
Perhaps.
Were you hoping that she would not play the game correctly and suffer consequence?
I was.
Hmm.
Her skin was soft. I had thought to ask her if she had any other scars, but didn't want to scare her too early in the conversation.
Yes. Perhaps she will come and visit. She will seek
Perhaps.
additional enlightenment.
I am wary about this portion of the road now.
Yes.
The riders upon them.
wearing funny hats.
Buckets.
Yes, buckets of all things.
I wonder if they find it's hard to be scary with buckets on their heads.
Perhaps. Weakness makes men do strange things.
Indeed. Do you ever wear a mask, sister?
For Halloween. I let one of the dead pick it out for me. I'm glad you still have an affinity for thumbs. Yes. I am drawn to them. Even the sound you make when you get off your horse is louder than the sound that I make. Listen. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Quiet. You try. So loud.
Did not seem that loud to me.
Come.
Yes, sir. May I take off my cloak?
Oh, of course.
Sun is warm.
Place your head through the hole. Do you not like this?
Not particularly.
If it were to kill you, you would be free. Unless you wanted to linger here with me.
You are my family.
Yes. Everyone must die. You must never be afraid of why. You will understand that over time. But right now, that lever is mine. luck. Hmm. See, nothing to worry about, sister.
Yes, sister.
Once a week, we shall see. Perhaps you can become a victim because of me. Would that trouble you?
Would that trouble you?
No. I would miss you, yes. If you were to die, would you remain?
On the other side
You would not
of death.
you would not dwell here with me. Be my companion.
I would likely stay.
I would hope you would. Otherwise, I would find where you are and I would drag you back. I'd slap your face. And I'd treat you bad. Curse you to the bench where the man plays loud. Do you want that?
No. No, Sarah, do not.
Then we shall not will it. Correct?
Yes, Sarah.
Do you know the burdens that I have?
There are many.
A family's worth of burdens.
I
Of
do not know
shame.
them all.
Our name carries many scars. You will learn them, and I will teach you. As long as fate decrees that you can live past these moments. Do you understand?
Yes, Sarah.
Good. You may remove yourself from the wood.
Thank you, Sarah.
You are very welcome, Vera. You look sleepy.
Yes, Sarah.
Do get some good rest, please. We have a lot left to do and many days left to fill until we find our very first kill. You will be a part of that, assuming that you are here, always close, always near. Rest well, my
Yes.
sister. Close it. If you break the string, I'll break your bones.
Yes, sir.
Sleep well, Sister Vera.
You do the same.
Mhm. You will watch her. You will keep her company in the night. Give her dreams of fright. Help her understand who she is in the entire plan. Give her dreams of a forceful man